Hey guys, just wanted to show you I'm going to actually lower my seat, so I'm going to take some foam off. This is from my 1983 Goldwing. Actually, if you look at my site, you'll actually see the Goldwing itself. I'm going to take some of this down off the sides as well, so I get my legs down. I'm only 5'10", which isn't short, but I find that I'm flat-footed, but not much in terms of knee bend or anything like that, so I'm going to take this in more. I'm going to leave this nose up a bit, just so that I don't slide forward, which I probably won't anyway once this is down. But I'm just going to take a little bit off here, but leave a little bit of the height there, and bring this down and shave a bit on the sides. I'm not going to cut it, I'm actually going to sand it. Alright, and that way the foam's not going to be bumpy. So I'm going to do that, and first thing I'm going to do is take all the staples out. I started to right here. I'm going to take it out, and just so that I can pull it back to about there, because that's all I need. I don't need to do the back at the moment. Alright, so anyway, stay tuned. Hey, just a little update. I'm getting there. Now the foam, you can definitely tell it's a little bit, got a little more give to it. But I went to, because of this foam, this is from a Goldwing seat, and this thing's pretty thick. The foam is actually quite thick. Like, I cannot hit the belly pan pushing it down. So anyway, I went to because they're using the lighter grit, wasn't getting too far rather. So I actually went to what is this, 4D? That's not right, is it? 40D extra coarse grit to start getting it off. I'm getting a lot of foam off. You can see some here. I just finished vacuuming and it's right there again. So that's what I'm doing with this one. You have to feel it out for the foam you have, because a lot of bikes, like here, I cannot touch the belly pan. That's how thick it actually is. All right, so, and you can see it right here. This is at the nose, so this is quite incredible on this Goldwing. So I do have to sand it down quite a bit more, and it's not ripping, which is good. There are a couple holes, but that was from the glue. Anyway, so I'm going to keep doing this for a bit and see how far I can get. And again, on the sides, I'm going like this, just to. Now, actually, on this foam, I just said earlier that you shouldn't go back and forth. Well, I started to go back and forth. It doesn't seem to rip this foam. Either this foam is extra dense or what have you, but I know I've taken covers off other seats, and the foam has never been this hard. Now, I'm not sure, or firm, not sure if it's just because of the age of the foam itself. It's become sort of maybe a bit waterlogged, or a bit just like a mattress you get, eventually gets heavier than when you first bought it. So I'm going to keep sanding this down, and again, I can go back and forth on this one. I don't recommend it. I'd try out the foam. I would test it out to make sure that it doesn't rip. Like, I would just do little bits and you'll see little tears if it does start to rip. So anyway, I'm going to keep going with it. I've done both sides. I've gone through a couple of, well, this one here is not too bad. This one here was worn out pretty good. And I'm going to keep going at it and go down as much as I think is probably necessary before I put the cover back on. Alright, so I'll get back to you. So guys, I've been sanding for quite a while now. Actually, believe it or not, I have been sanding for quite a while. Anyway, I was clamping it down just so it doesn't move. I'm going to just grab this here. You can see how much foam actually comes off from the sander. Look at, see, it's very fine, and I have to vacuum every 1 or 2 minutes of sanding, just to get rid of it so it doesn't go all over the place. And so a lot is coming off. I can tell. I put it on the bike once already. Definitely noticeable in terms of my feet flat on the ground, knees a bit bent. It's actually just the way I want it. I was just touching it up a bit more, and I'll show you once I put it on the bike. Alright, and if you're ever wondering why I'm actually doing this, I'm going to show you my yard. It's April the 10th, 2016. Oh, it's not snowing anymore anyway. Here's my dog. 2016, and we got some snow. It's supposed to hit above zero, or above 30, like above freezing rather, today, but as of right now, so all I did was, I was planning on doing it, it's snowing, so I did it. Alright, so anyway, I'll get back in a bit. Okay guys, I'm just putting the cover back on, and I noticed it is a little bit looser even from all that sanding. I figure it should be, but anyway, just stapling him, trying to get into approximately the same place as the other staples were in terms of on the belly pad. I'm using this DeWalt here. It's pretty good. It's actually got a switch if you want to have it go harder, so it goes into the plastic a lot. You get a lot more force to force the staple into the plastic. All right. It's not much. This I think I paid $30 for, so it seems to work pretty good. If it doesn't go in all the way, get a hammer and tap her down, because you don't want these staples coming out. So anyway, I'm just going along here, and you can notice actually it is pulling the cover tighter or further down on the belly pan, and that makes sense because I took quite a bit of foam off actually from that sanding. So I'm going to continue on. All right. Hey guys again. Okay, I started stapling on the side. I just got to touch it up. This right here is actually was a rip before, and I just touched that up with JB Weld, believe it or not, just so it doesn't tear anymore. If you notice, look at here, you can see it's quite the dish now. It's actually quite, compared to what it was before. I wish I took a before, because like I noticed it just by looking at it, but it definitely is dished out a bit more. And the front here does go down quite a bit easier. Like I haven't stapled the very front yet. So it definitely moves down a lot more. And it definitely more into the seat. Gives me more of a backrest, it almost seems now. Alright, so I'll show you once it's on the bike and me sitting on it. Sounds good? Okay. Okay. I have it on the bike. Alright. Now, so I'm going to show you, I'm going to sit on it, and just to show you the how my feet hitting the ground, what have you, just how it sits. Now, if you notice what this gap is here, on Gold Wings, they actually made it so you can adjust the seat back and forth. This is in the middle setting. There's 3 settings. This is in the middle. The first one's right up against the tank, or the fake tank. This is a fake tank. And so it's in the middle setting, and there's one more back, but which is a little too far for me. All right, so I'm going to show you sitting on the bike. Put the camera down. Hopefully it's pointing in the right direction here. And it should be, I guess, pretty close. Alright, so when we get on the bike, I'm wearing Sorels here. These are boots, but they're pretty flat. So my feet are, I can almost feel the pavement because these are so worn in. I've had it for like 20 years. So anyway, get on the bike. Okay. So you notice my knees are a little bit bent, feet are flat on the ground. There's a lot more control. The nose itself seems to go down a lot easier too, so when I'm leaning forward, it'll actually, again, it's just for control when you're moving the bike, especially around in the driveway or in the garage here. So, easy to do. I use a 40 grit sandpaper. You'd have to test out your foam. Again, don't do too much side to side, just to make sure the foam won't rip. In my case, the foam is pretty firm, and it worked well. So anyway, if you have a couple hours of your time, it's a cheap mod. You're not destroying your seat or nothing. You're not destroying your foam, and makes for a better ride. All right. So that's it. Hope this was helpful for anybody. And if you like it, do the thumbs up. All right. Thanks.